I know this is a very odd title to have, but you'll understand why I named it this in a minute. So, before I get onto it, I just want to say, when I was little, these are pictures of me when I was a baby. I was scared of every little thing. I was scared of movies. There was one instance where I walked into the Halloween spirit store and I had to leave crying and stay in the car with my dad because I was so scared of it. And overall, I was afraid of everything. I cried over everything. I still cry over everything, to be honest. But anyways, now, today, one of my biggest dreams is to own my own haunted attraction. And I know a lot of you, you're like, what? Why? That's so weird. Like, it's not a dream that a lot of people have. So, how did it start? About 3 years ago, I started watching YouTube videos of these guys play through a game called Amnesia. And what that game, it's basically a couple horror games in one. Some people make their own mods in it. But this guy was playing it and he was having a lot of fun with it and he was getting excited over it. And I was like, how can you get excited over something super scary? So, but before I actually got into it, I remember I went into a place called Clown Town, and that was like a little teeny tiny haunted house within a place called Conneaut. They had 8 levels of fear there, and the only one that I had punched out here was Clown Town, because again, I cried and I was so scared. So, and this year they have 13 instead of 8. So before I tell you what my idea of a haunted house would be, I want to talk about the difference between creepy and scary. Creepy is more of a sense of danger, a disturbance or an uncomfort that you have. Creepy is fear-based. Scary is more survival-based, like you know you're in intimate danger right then and there. So as you can see, this little hallway right here, that's creepy because when you walk through it, it's not really like a dangerous place, it just doesn't feel good. Whereas this car crash right here, obviously if you're in one, it's very scary and it's very life-threatening. Different techniques of scaring within a haunted house. The first one is a jump scare. For those of you who know what this is a thing named Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a video game, and basically if you lose, a jump scare happens and they scare you like this right in your face. This is considered scary and not creepy because you feel like you're in danger. There are also sound cues, which is right here. I actually have one here. I'll talk over it. Some sound cues can be scary and some can be creepy. This kind of sound cue that you hear right now is more creepy because it makes you feel like you're in a sense of danger, but you're not actually in danger. It's just creepy. I see some people already getting disturbed, so I'm going to shut that off. Lights, like flickering lights, strobe lights, those are more creepy than scary. A sense of force, like someone is forcing you to go somewhere or do something, that is scary because it feels like you're being put in intimate danger. And finally, the atmosphere. Atmosphere is more scary than creepy. Unless you're in a building that's on fire or it's crumbling down, that's more considered creepy. I'm just going to use this now. What makes a haunted house good? A good mixture of creepy and scary makes a haunted house good. So if you have a good atmosphere, along with a bunch of hidden spots and jump scares, that makes a good one. A backstory. A backstory to a haunted house kind of sets the mood for it and how it got that way and how it got scary and creepy and all that. Good actors also make a haunted house when they know who to scare, when to scare, and why they're scaring them, what's their situation or their, role. And finally, a touch of humor. And what I mean by that is, if you go through a haunted house and it's nothing but scary, you want to get out right away. That touch of humor allows you to relax and know that you are still safe, even though it seems like you're not safe, which makes you want to come back for more. Typical haunted houses are basically, the most common ones in America are a manor, a hospital, and an asylum. And Hundred Acre Manor, I know all of you know Hundred Acre Manor, that is basically a combination of almost all three. with a few things like clowns and like a butcher shop. I know they have that as well. But there are different types in different countries, such I believe in Germany they have more along the lines of camps and jails, whereas Japanese horror is more along the lines of schools and children and little kid stuff. So my haunted house idea is basically that. It's basically a school or a nursery or something along those lines. Why did I tell you this? A lot of people, like I said before, don't know this side of me, how much I love horror and scaring people and the Halloween season. And you should never judge a book by its cover. There are things about people that you don't know. There are certain ways that people act that can't be unexplained, but that might be because they went through something hard in their life that makes them who they are today. So never judge someone based off of what they look or even what they like, because all of you, I hope all of you think I'm nice. I like to think of myself as nice, but I'm not like mean like some actors in a haunted house. This year, I'm determined to conquer my fear and go back to Conneaut and finish up those 13 levels of fear. And I've also never been through the scare house, so I'm going to go through that and analyze that as well. Okay, so to end this presentation, I want to put you guys up to a challenge. This year, or this has happened in years past, but there is a section of the scare house called the basement, and it's for people who are only 18 years and older, and I'm assuming all of you are going to be 18 by this fall. I want you guys, if you can, to go through this, and what they do that makes this part so special is they actually, they can tie you up, they can pin you down to beds and hold you, and it's really scary, it's really in your face, it's not just jump scares. I will be doing this as well, so if you want to do it, I'm here. You can invite me. I'll go with you. I don't care. And that's my challenge to you. So, thank you. Some kittens for you.